Welcome. Inga here, coming to you from the treehouse. Today I'd like to show you how to use balls to roll around on and release tension in your body. So you could use 2 tennis balls in a sock, and there is a tutorial video on that on this website. Or you could use some myofascial release balls that perhaps you've purchased at a store. Let's get started. The first thing I like to do with the balls is to work them under my spine. I'm going to show you close up where I like to place the balls because it's hard to see when I lie down. I like to put them right back between my shoulders, kind of down low behind my heart. And it's important that the balls are horizontal like this, so that your spine is in between the balls. You don't want to put your spine on top of hard balls. All right. And I do like to use tennis balls versus lacrosse balls because they're a little bit softer. So let's get started. Place the balls up in the top of your mat area. And sometimes I recommend, if the sensation is too strong, to use 2 sets of balls, placing one on top of the other. But for now, I'm just going to use 1 set. It's something that you can kind of get used to the more you do. So placing the balls on the mat, and then you want to gently and slowly lie down, finding that just right spot for you. It's different in every body. And you may want to find a blanket or pillow to tuck under your head. And just lie down, kind of moving around till you find that spot that you're like, oh yeah, that feels good. I like to keep the soles of my feet on the floor and just take my arms out to the side and begin to connect with breath. Slowly deepening the inhales, lengthening out the exhales. And just allowing for the release. After a while, you can play a little bit here, maybe interlacing the hands behind your head, lifting your head off the floor and just gently kind of just starting to move a little bit on the balls. Starting slowly and then eventually maybe rolling those balls slowly a few inches up and down your spine. It's really about finding what feels good in your body. You can go all the way up into your neck area and all the way down to the tailbone. Taking your time. I'll probably go a little bit faster just in terms of this video because sometimes I can do this for a long time. But on a scale of 1 to 10, the sensation level should be at a 7 or below. You don't want to be in pain here, because when your body gets in pain, everything starts to contract, and we're trying to get things to open and release. So again, if you are feeling too much sensation with these tennis balls, just 1 set, try using 2. And as you move around on them, they might start to turn sideways or get caught in your clothing, so you may need to come up and adjust them occasionally. We'll just take a few more rounds of breath here with these balls under our bodies, under our spines. And then we'll slowly release, rolling to your side, and start to work into the hips. So I like to take 1 foot on the floor and bring these balls right up next to my hip joint and just gently and slowly begin to work them around that hip area. You can work them through the joint area, back into the glutes a little bit. It's all about finding what feels good in your body. I've heard the myofascial tissue, the connective tissue, described as a sponge. And if you don't move it or stimulate it, it gets kind of dry and stiff. So this technique we're doing is actually lubricating the connective tissue. You're squishing it and squeezing it and hydrating it. It might even be a good idea to drink some water after you do this, because when your body is hydrating itself, it draws the liquid from wherever it can. All right, let's make sure to do both sides. So if you're on one side of the hip, go ahead and turn to the other side. And again, pressing one foot onto the floor and just gently and slowly rolling the balls under the hip joint. And let's work with some nice, slow, flowing breaths while we're doing this. Staying connected and mindful of your breath. If ever your breath gets a little sharp or struggly, that's a good sign to back off, lighten up. All right, and if you have two sets of balls, sometimes you can take those and place one next to the other and bring the top of your pelvis kind of on those balls and work a little bit into the top of your pelvis. I kind of like doing that too. And you can even do this lying down, coming down, placing one set of balls horizontally now under the rim of your pelvis and just kind of working around, maybe circling your knees. So the ideas of creativity for using these balls are unlimited. You can find what feels good in your body. These are just my suggestions. And also getting into the head and neck area, you could take a block and place these balls on top of the block and lie down and bring the base of your skull right on top of the balls. This is a great way to release tension if you have a headache. So my skull is kind of resting right on the base of my skull is resting right on top of the balls. And I'm going to gently nod my head slowly up and down. Coming into stillness whenever I want. Staying connected with the breath. And then also maybe gently a little bit side to side. And again, just finding what feels good in your head and neck, maybe working your way a little bit down into the cervical spine. One ball on each side of your spine. And just take one or two more rounds of breath here, working through the neck. And then gently and slowly release, coming over to our side and pressing up. Let's get into our legs. So again, we'll use the block with the ball on top of it, a set of balls. And I'm going to place my ankle right over the top of the balls. Kind of getting right into the Achilles tendon, which is behind your ankle. Press one foot onto the floor, have both hands on the floor, and lift your hips up a little and just gently roll that ball back and forth under the Achilles. I'll give you another angle here to see what I'm doing. Ball, block, and Achilles. Oftentimes our Achilles tendon gets tight when we get stressed. You may have pulled it sometime or know someone that's pulled it. It's a pretty serious injury. So it's good to keep the fascia in this area flexible. All right, and then moving to that space behind your calf. Calf muscles often get tight too, and this can lead to some foot issues like plantar fasciitis. So really rolling out the calf muscles, especially if you're a runner or an athlete, it's a really good idea. And then continuing down to maybe behind the upper calf. Oh yeah. Again, make sure that sensation level is below a 7. No pain, no pain. And then behind the knee a little bit. And then we can move this all the way up to get into our hamstrings at the back of our thigh. Again, staying connected with that flow of breath. Sometimes this is my yoga practice in the morning. If you just connect the mind and the body and the breath, you're practicing yoga. All right, let's take that on the other side. Again, bringing it under the ankle, rolling out the Achilles. And then working your way slowly up. Top of the calf muscle is where I'm at right now. Maybe you're somewhere different. It's okay. It's all about finding what feels good in your body. Maybe moving to the back of your knee. And then the back of your thigh. If you have an injury around any of these areas, be extra gentle. So instead of the pain threshold being a 7 or below, or the sensation threshold, I should say, not pain, keep it below a 5. Work lighter if you have an injury. All right, let's go ahead and finally stand up and do our feet. That's one of my favorite things to do. So coming to a stand, go ahead and take those balls and just bring one of your feet over one of the balls and just begin to roll the balls back and forth under your feet. And you can go in between the balls for a little more massage into the arch of your foot and the edge of your foot. And one thing I suggest is before you go to the other side, maybe take both of your feet on the floor and just notice the difference between one side and the other. And then go ahead and do the other side. So once you discover the fun, playful art of and practice of rolling on these balls, You can find them at all sorts of places. Sometimes I like to use squishy balls under my body too, under the back of my neck, for example. And here's a squishier ball. You can find them at toy stores, at pet stores. Some of the massage balls online have spikes on them. I do recommend you try and stay with balls that are a little more on the soft side, especially if you're working with connective tissue. And enjoy. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your body feels good, and I'll see you again on the mat.